Play 7 at
We continue our three-part series, Savannah Speaks, highlighting the struggles of African Americans during the Civil Rights Movement.
After being beaten, hosed down, and thrown in jail, a Savannah man is living proof that standing up for what you believe in can make a difference.
WJCL's Tiffany Green joins us now to share the story of Earl Coleman, who put his life on the line so others could gain more freedom.
Coleman was only 9 years old when he saw his father get killed. As the oldest of 6 siblings, he had a duty to provide for his family, and with that responsibility, Earl faced many injustices. That's what led him to fight for his civil rights.
You could tell those sitting there bonds. Everybody said, yeah, don't throw away the key. If he let us out of here, he won't have to worry about us.
That's one of the songs Earl Coleman sang about the police chief while he was in jail. Coleman was behind bars for 63 days after taking part in a march along Broughton Street. He says police and National Guardsmen met them with batons and hoses, subjecting them to awful conditions.
I got a scar right here, right now, in 63, where one of the officers struck me, and then blood was just skeeting everywhere and knocked me down, and they picked me up and they threw me in the paddy wagon.
Coleman says instead of being taken to the hospital, they took everyone to jail. At times he says there were 10 people in the cell, but only one toilet, and they barely ate.
They fed us 3 little cups of water like this that morning, and 3 slices of bread. So we got that 3 times a day for months. That's all we had.
Coleman hoped to get out, but instead the guardsmen blamed he and his cellmates for burning down a local store, a store that caught fire while they were in jail.
One of the guards came in and said that y'all gonna stay in here a little longer because y'all just burnt down Yakima and Yakima. Now, we was already in jail, but they say that we just burnt down Yakima and Yakima. Coleman
says the one thing that kept him going while he was locked up was hearing from a special someone.
I met this young lady. She's my wife now. We've been together for 46 years. And while I was in there, she was my son was born while I was in there. And she would write me letters.
He says her letters were filled with how much she missed him and assured him that their son was okay. After 2 months and 3 days, Coleman was released from prison. And as he reflects on his struggle, Coleman says he wants the people of today to realize the sacrifice he made for equality.
And maybe if they look back and see what we went through back then, maybe they'll appreciate what's going on now.
What an amazing story. Join us tomorrow for the final part of our series as we tell you the story of Reverend James E. Taylor, one of the first African Americans to integrate Savannah Chatham Public Schools.
Our station is teaming up with the Ralph Mark Gilbert Museum and Savannah State University to tell and record the personal stories of those who were part of the Civil Rights Movement.
Now, if you have a story you'd like to share, you can call the museum at 231-8900 to set up an appointment to have your history recorded.
Very powerful story. Powerful man.
Big Frank's here now, and one of Georgia Southern's